SESTA is excited to announce that CostShare participants can now submit expense claims online through their MySESTA accounts. This video will explain how. First, log into your MySESTA account and navigate to the 50% CostShare tile. Then find the program year that you want to submit your expense claim in and click Expense Claims. On this page, you'll see all the claims that have been submitted, and you can start a new claim. Right? From the drop-down list of countries in your contract, select the one that you want to submit the claim in. If you do not have travel expenses, then leave this checkbox blank. Okay. So the expense type that I'll be submitting today is for an in-store demonstration or sampling event. The first invoice that I'll submit has a date on it from October the 9th. The invoice number, which is optional. Invoice in foreign currency, the default is no. If your invoice is in a foreign currency, you would click yes, and then it would open up this foreign currency amount. You could input that there, and the payment day exchange rate here. If you paid by credit card, usually the exchange rate of the day that you paid would be on your credit card bill, and you can use that rate. If not, you can click this link here, and it will take you to the Owanda website that gives you the option of selecting the date and finding the rate on that date. But for the purposes of our video today, I'm going to click no. And the US dollar amount on my invoice is $5,000. This is an in-store demonstration at Grocery Poland in Krakow, Poland. October 1 to 9 are the dates of my demonstration. So here you'll see that I've listed the dates, the location of my in-store demonstration. Okay, now moving over to this side, these are where I'm going to upload all of the documents for this claim. Because I chose in-store demonstration and sampling, here this box popped up to tell me exactly what I need for the proof of activity. For any expense type, it's always going to be invoice and proof of payment, and it will be the proof of activity that changes depending on the expense type. So here I'll need a demonstration report from the grocery as well as photos showing that the demonstration took place. So I can go ahead and upload my invoice, my proof of payment, my demonstration report, and the photos. And I'll click save. Okay, and you can see that that invoice is saved here, but I also want to include the wages of the person that did the sampling for me. So again, that's a separate invoice. I'll select the date of that invoice, which was after the event, the invoice number, say that was $750. And this was a wages of temporary worker for Grocery Poland sampling October 1 to 9, 2024, Krakow, Poland. In the brief description, you just want to make sure that you have the very basics, the date, the location, and what it is. And then here I'll find wages for temporary labor. Again, there's always going to be an invoice and a proof of payment, and it's the proof of activity that changes. For this specific expense type, it also is going to let you know about the invoice. So the federal government each year determines the maximum amount of wages per hour that you can pay a contract worker. So we include that little reminder here. I'll go ahead and attach my demonstrator invoice, the demonstrator proof of payment, and my proof of activity is going to be photos of them working. So I'll do my photo of the demonstrator, save this expense. Okay, so those are the only two invoices that I'm going to include in this expense. So here is the summary. It totals everything here, and I'll go ahead and click next. All right, a few reminders at the top: receiving reimbursement payouts. So SESTA only pays companies through wire transfers. If we do not have your banking details on record, then you will see this gray box, and there are instructions on how to get us your banking records so that we can go ahead and wire you the reimbursement. This other little call out up here lets me know that what I'm submitting exceeds what I have in my application and my marketing plan. But it's going to let me go ahead and submit this, and then I'll talk to the CostShare team about that after I submit it. So just make sure you indicate first that you read the certification statement and click that, and indicate that you acknowledge that the total expenditure and reimbursement is subject to review by SESTA. And then you click submit. Right, and your expense claim has been submitted. Then the CostShare team will be in touch with you about next steps. Thank you for watching. We hope this makes your experience with SESTA's CostShare program even easier.